Okay, morning guys. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Gonna send my dad to the airport. He's flying for business today. Yep. Early. Okay, bye. Safe trip.
Okay.
Bye. This has got to be the best hotel in Singapore. Yeah. It's a holiday. Gonna bring you out. But first, you need to bathe first. You are smelly. Here's smelly pond. Good girl. Oi. The towel is here. Hey, the towel. Yeah, yes. Hey, where are you going? Hey. Are you done? Are you done? You're done. Good girl. Selamat Hari Raya. Today is the holiday. We're going out to the park. How do you feel about that? Happy! Yeah. Okay, let's go. First, we're gonna get some drinks, alright? Let's go get some drinks. Okay, stay here first. I'm gonna get some drinks, okay?
Parking mode.
Stay. Good girl. You waited for me? You didn't move, right? Car sick? You car sick? You okay, right? Okay, let's go. Hold on, stay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You guys can see I use the towel app to keep track of this little puppy here, and they have an app that I know how to find her. If she happens to wander off, then I'll be able to track. Yeah. Okay, the range is not perfect as it runs on Bluetooth, but better than nothing, right? If she runs out of the zone, they will display the last known location. Then at least you know where to start to find her. I mean, in Singapore, maybe not yet, but if there is a community of towel users, you can notify the rest of the users to help you locate your lost item. In this case, the lost puppy. Okay, I'm at a Lower Piers Reservoir. So I found on online this is one of the top 10 best sunset views. I come here in hopes of catching some nice sunset time lapses. Just chill out a bit, basically. Okay, let's take a walk first, then we find a place to settle down, okay? Alright? She's fine. Hello! You wanna go on the bridge? You wanna go on the bridge? Let's go. Look at that view, huh? And those people just having a great time by the reservoir. Let's take a walk down this riverside, okay? Okay, my friends, it's getting dark. I think it's time to go home. Plus, I think there's a storm brewing just there. Hello. 它的耳朵这样竖起来，就是说它要你塞养它，很听话这样。它这样它就要睡觉了。
眯起来了。多久冲一次凉？
我刚冲了早上。
有味道吗？
不会啊，我比它臭这样。Okay, so I just want to spend a moment to talk a little bit about my dad. Just to share a little bit of background of my dad's life, very brief one. My dad's dad, my grandfather, and my grandmother, they came to Singapore from mainland China shortly after the World War II. Hold on. A bit of ambience. Those were the tough times, man, after the World War. They made it here, they survived, and in 1955, my dad was born. Life was tough back then. They really didn't have much. I guess the war took a toll on the entire country. But they made it. They have been through the independence of Singapore in 1965, and throughout the development of Singapore, I think they had a convenience store. They were doing construction work, a few businesses, which wasn't perfect, but it got them through. And my dad, he was really great at his studies. He came up top of the school in secondary school, and then he got into the one and only junior college, which is National Junior College at that time. And he was offered a scholarship after that by the government. But you know, when you were young, you tend to be more rebellious. I probably got a little bit of that from him. He rejected the scholarship and he went out to work for my grandfather as the contractor to construct buildings for about 3 years. And of course, back then, you know, they complete projects for other people, but they just delayed their payments, and also it made it tougher than it already was. So my dad went back to studies after a break of about 3 years. So I guess he realized that's the only way to earn more money and a decent income to support the entire family. Back then, a graduate means a lot. Now, of course, we have tons of graduates all over the streets. He went ahead to study, thinking that he wanna provide a better life for my grandparents. But the sad thing is, my grandfather was only in his early 50s, and he got cancer. Yeah, so that was a bad time. Even before my dad could finish his studies, I think my dad was in his last year of uni. So my dad and my mom proceeded to get married. They had my brother, so my grandfather could at least, you know, can be a grandfather before he passed. And he only had the chance to spend time with my brother for about a year. My grandfather passed away a month before I was born. At that time, my dad just graduated and came out to work. I guess at that point in time, he wanted to provide a better life for my grandparents, but I think he realized that that was a little bit too late. And it was tough because in order to try and treat my grandfather's cancer, I think that almost wiped out the family's savings. And at a point in time, my dad got to resume the responsibility of being the entire family's breadwinner. He, of course, there was still my grandmother, and as well as my dad has 3 younger siblings. My auntie and my uncles, and of course as well as my mom and my brother and myself. And I guess he had to try and shoulder the entire responsibility to support the family. So that few years gotta be, I think, the toughest time of his life. But my dad worked really hard. When I was young, I
I remembered seeing him working all the time. For example, he would wake up in the morning at about 6 a.m. to send us to school, and then he would go to work all the way until say about 2 a.m. and then he will come home. Because I am a night owl, so I stay up late. I will heat up the food for him, and then he will continue to work. And I don't know, probably at least until about 4 a.m. And then at 6, he will get up again and send us to work. And as far as I could remember, that's just his life for about the past 30 years. So he has got to be one of the most hard-working men I have ever seen. And I guess I learned that from him. In order to provide for the whole family, he gave up everything. Yeah, I feel really grateful, fortunate that my dad gave everything to us. Of course, to me, he's got to be the greatest dad ever. So after he quit a company that he's been working for 30 years, he's trying to provide for the elderly. So he wants to set up an elderly care center, a retirement village, where the senior citizens, they can retire comfortably into an environment. You have care from the nurses 24/7. Other than being the greatest dad on earth, he is a good man. My dad's a good man. He's trying to take care of the old people. So best of luck to him and his team. I hope that their project is a success. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Look at this picture. This is one of his greatest achievements. This picture is a plug presented to him and his team by Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, Prime Minister of Singapore, just this year. Just last week, this plug was presented to him and his team for achieving the top 50 engineering feats in Singapore. So technically, Singapore, tiny island. So at that year, they extended out on the west side of Singapore, the entire island. So it's called the Jurong Island. So basically, my dad and his team, they built an island. Yeah, they built an island for industrial purposes. So yeah, I guess that should qualify as a top 50 engineering feats of Singapore. So congratulations, Dad. So often as Asians, I guess we don't really know how to express our gratitude, express ourselves. So now I'm going to take this chance on my vlog to tell you that we are proud of you and we are thankful that you have given everything to us. Without you, our lives will not be the way it is. So I'll see you when you're back.
Okay, bye. Safe trip.
Okay.
Bye.